Hi everybody, welcome back to Daughters of the King. I'm Kathryn Gore. Thank you for joining me tonight. Tonight I want to talk about one of the latest stories that hit the media that some people, had an opinion on, and some people, negative and positive. Let me say that. I think it's important to share because we as women need to live life from a different perspective. So, earlier this week, maybe last week, I don't know, y'all, because I don't really be on social media to keep up with stories like I used to. But there was a story that dropped about Keke Palmer and how Keke Palmer was called out by her child's father in regards to how she was carrying herself at an Usher party. If you don't know the story, Keke Palmer recently had a child and she went out and dressed inappropriately at an event, and it was definitely inappropriate. And her children's father, or her child's father, called her out, basically said, "You a mom." And many people, many of her fans and many people just in general, tried to chastise him because he basically was standing up for what was right. Somebody said, you're not married yet, so let her live, and who knew that you were this insecure and all this stuff. So he had to come back and say, hey, as a man, this is my family and I have standards. And he said a little bit more, and he said, I rest my case. I got super excited, y'all, because another story dropped with Jonah Hill about basically him saying, hey, as a man, until his ex-partner, I don't even know who this lady was, stops to reevaluate herself, he didn't want anything to do with her. And, he basically said, this is what I want, X, Y, and Z. And she tried to leak the text messages to embarrass him, but I think it backfired, because here's the truth. Some men are rising up, and they're challenging women that have the wrong ideology or thought or mindset about themselves. And I'm very proud of Keke Palmer's better half. I don't think she's married, but I'm going to say better half because he seemed like he got some common sense. I never really followed Keke Palmer, but I do know recently she's been coming out for different things, and then she recently just had a child. Now, I love how he said, you a mom, though. Like, in the clip, she was all over Usher. And she was flirting, she was doing all this stuff, dressed inappropriately. And I don't think that Usher took it, any type of way, because I think he's in a relationship. I honestly don't know, y'all, because I don't keep up with these people. But some stuff hit my feed, and you can read the what do you call it, the subject line, and pretty much you can summarize whatever. But yeah, he didn't even call her out for her flirtiness as a female. He basically went to the mother role and said, you a mom though. Like, when you become a mom, you should change everything. Let me tell y'all, when I was in high school, me and my girlfriends, we were who we were, okay? And some things, we did was because we were young-minded. We were attractive young females. And, hey, we was trying to live life. But I'm going to tell you right now, I used to, before I found the Lord or before he found me, I used to be that girl that would dress inappropriately, but I never felt my best when I would do that. I really didn't, because I didn't want to expose myself like that. But You know, I remember the events that we went to, pin relays, how I was dressed super inappropriately, but it was never, to me, I still had certain things covered up, but everything was just too short. So, you know, what happens when you dress a certain way? You either bring that same, what people would call energy, I'm going to say spirit. You will bring that same spirit that you're carrying, that same spirit will be drawn to you. So if you are a lustful person, spirit draws a spirit. A lustful spirit is going to come to you. You just kind of, it's not kind of, you absolutely draw the wrong attention. And so I feel like it was spot on for Keke Palmer, her child's father, to address her. Some people said why you couldn't address her in behind closed doors, you know, why you had to come out and address her in the public. So I don't care how he did it, you know. She went out there and she put herself out there in a way that maybe it needed to be addressed that way. I don't know if there's any follow-ups, but God is using men to chastise women. And I'm telling you, whatever it takes, y'all, because some things we get ourselves into, we just did wrong for. And it doesn't matter the size that you are. It doesn't matter, you know, what you look like. We have become bold women. And we have been, you know, coming out saying, hey, this is what makes me feel good. And some stuff that we wear just ain't right. It just is not right. My husband and I put a clip out there, and we did not release it yet. And it's about families. It's about how the enemy has come to destroy the families. And one thing that he said in there was he was attracted to me because I wore long dresses, long skirts. And I had to stop and think. I was like, oh, yeah, I did. Because I haven't really, you know, over the past years since I've been working at the altar, I don't normally wear long dresses and long skirts anymore because I'm working at the altar. So I put on pants, a long sweater, whatever the case may be, to try to cover myself up. Unfortunately, you know, I am the kind of person who's been there, done that. And that attention, once you realize who you are, you really don't want to draw that attention anymore. You really don't. And I was listening to Candace Owens. This is how I found out about this. She was saying some good points. Basically that women like Keke Palmer don't really know who they are. Now, again, I never followed Keke Palmer. It would seem as if she has a decent background because you've never really heard too much about her, but I really don't know. I really don't know. She's late in her 20s and she's just having her first child, so that says something, you know. But I thought she had a good shoulder on, you know, a good head on her shoulders, but I really don't know. I'm not judging her. I just want you all to understand that men are taking back what they should, and they're standing there in their right position and they're saying, hey, y'all women, y'all got to stop this stuff. Like, when you become a mom, all this stuff should go. When I became a mom, my whole life changed. It really did shift into mommy gear, mommy mode. And for a long time, everybody was like, where's Kathryn? Kathryn dropped off the scene. I sure did. Because my life did not belong to me anymore. It really did not. I had diapers. I had bottles. I had another mouth to feed. Then I had another child. Then I had my baby girl. So, you know, that whole lifestyle of trying to make yourself feel better by dressing a certain way, or, you know, needing to pump yourself up as a whatever, you don't need that. You don't need that. Hats off to Keke Palmer's child's father. And hats off to Jonah Hill, because these two men know who they are. That's the difference. Many people would try to say they're being disrespectful. They shouldn't say anything because people have learned to shut men down. I don't understand how we've gotten here. When men, and this is what Keke Palmer's I want to call him spouse for some reason, but her boyfriend said, he said, this is my family. As the man of my household, this is what I expect. And it doesn't have anything to do with what do you call it? Ruling over the female. It doesn't have anything to do with it. It's just flat out morals. It's standard. It's integrity. You know, it's what is it that we need? What do we as women, what do we need? She didn't need validation. She already had it at home. So what is it that she needed for herself? She should be able to be at peace with herself. She should be able to know, okay, I still got it after having a child, but I could just keep that for, you know, my man or whatever the case may be. She had to show the whole world at this Usher party that she still had it. That, you know, I'm assuming that she's going to probably stand her ground in regards to who she wants to be, but I think that she's going to also be mindful of her partner's feelings. We should be, y'all. We out here doing stuff, and then when the man does it, it's a no-no. But let us do something. Everything falls to the wayside because we're female. No, y'all. God is calling us to a higher standard. Some women are accepting it. Some of us need a little bit more understanding. And we'll be okay. We'll be okay. All right, y'all. Just something to think about. Think about what you do as a female. Think about how you're going to draw certain things to you. If you don't want a whole bunch of headache and drama, don't put it out there. If you want the right character as far as a man coming to you, you got to carry yourself in the right way. You really do. So y'all have a good one. I'll see y'all soon for more Daughters of the King. Bye-bye.